I don't know how it's possible, but we're still getting leaks and data mining from the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo. Also, screenshots have been appearing online of the Pokemon Sun and Moon starter screen. So that is some pretty awesome looking stuff right there. But let's get into the data mine because it reveals a lot of crazy stuff about Ultra Beasts, items, TMs, moves, and all kinds of really fun stuff. So 719 moves in total in Pokemon Sun and Moon compared to the 631 in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Also, there are 29 Z moves. Each has a type Z move, and then the 11 special Z moves. So that's going to be interesting. So we know about Extreme Evo Boost, Pulverizing Pancake, Sparked Stoked Surfer, or whatever, Stoked Spark Surfer, whatever the Alolan Raichu one is. So that means there's not going to be a ton of exclusive and special Z moves depending on the Pokemon. There are still quite a bit, and then each type gets a Z move, so that is good to go right there. There are also no more HMs in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I think that that's big, but also expected. Like, I did a video on a while ago. When I first saw PokeRide, I even said, rip HM, guys. Like, that's it. HMs are done because of PokeRide. Because when you look at it, we just see in the demo that Tauros gets to use Rock Smash. So, I mean, what else do we need to know right there? And then we see Sharpedo surfing, we see Lapras surfing, and then Charizard gives us flight. I'm hoping it's soaring, but at the same time, we can just do some regular flying. And then from everything else we've seen about PokeRide, yeah, it replacing TMs is not that big of a stretch at all. Or it replacing HMs is not big of a stretch at all. However, now we can also look at the big reveal of all of the like HMs and TMs and stuff. So 100 TMs, and the HMs did get rerouted into TMs. So Rock Smash is out, Surf is in as a TM. Power Up, what? Wait a second. Wait a second. If Power Up Punch isn't a TM, then what does that mean for like every Pokemon, especially Mega Kangaskhan? Was it too strong? Was Power Up Punch too strong? And this is like Game Freak's way of doing, that's ridiculous. This is coming out of the leak. Okay, the data mine is pretty ridiculous. And also, there are going to be a couple of new exclusive moves that are in Pokemon Sun and Moon, so 7th generation moves that are going to be TM. So we're losing Retaliate, Incinerate, Flash, and Struggle Bug becomes Fly. So we're losing those, and Leech Life is a TM instead of Dig now. That's a weird choice. Then we have 694. So whatever the moves 693, 694, and 698 are, those are going to be new TMs of new moves. And then Work Up is back as a TM, because wasn't Work Up a TM for a while as well, and then Game Home Closet became TM, but no Power Up Punch. I didn't preview any of this. I just went straight into this. So now that actually gives me an idea. Power Up Punch, and then we're going to look at that in Pokemon. So do any Pokemon learn it naturally, I guess is the big question right now, because if Pokemon don't learn it naturally, well, it just shows to be Lucario right now, and also that means I need another screen region just to make sure we can get this all on screen, because I think that might be Game Freak's way of controlling it. So, not only is Parental Bond nerfed to 25% damage, but also just might be that Kangaskhan just straight up doesn't get Power Up Punch anymore. Because everything got it through TM, and now it's not going to be a TM. It looks like it's going to be worked into specific Pokemon. Like, okay, it now learns it through breeding or through level up. So at least there's going to be a breed chain. It's not going to be as free to get Power Up Punch. And I'm wondering if it's like mostly fighting type Pokemon, I guess, and maybe a couple of others are going to get instead. Like, I see Golurk getting it still. Scrafty. Yeah, a lot of fighting Pokemon probably are going to be free on that. And then who knows with the other Pokemon? And I think this actually might be a removal. Like, this might be a way of targeting Kangaskhan and not making it too weird that you just remove the TM instead of removing the TM from Kangaskhan. Okay. What else is there then? Because I just kind of like skimmed over it and there was some cool stuff, but oh my goodness. Okay, and I'm trying to look for anything else. Power Punch being as big, Rock Smash, well that's like we don't need that as an HM. Does Rock Smash, okay, I should have left that page up. Because now we can look at other moves that are being like removed, like okay, Rock Smash. Oh, hello Smosh. I haven't heard about you guys in a very long time. I just can't type today, apparently. So what Pokemon get it via level up? And these are also just kind of showing the items that you find with Rock Smash. So it's all TMHM. So yeah, there's going to be a massive rework that we're seeing right here with Pokemon Sun and Moon for all of the other like TMs and things. Let's see. 920 items in the game, Z crystals, battle items, cure medicines, etc. But no new fossils were found in the data mine. We still have Primal Reversion, we still have Hoopa Unbound, so that means we're going to be able to receive the red and blue stones for Primal Groudon and Kyogre and stuff. Okay, all the leaked Dex sprites and the Alolan Dex are what it shows. So yeah, like we have the Alolan Pokedex right now in the data mine with all the sprites. So I was looking through it, we don't have these starter Pokemon from Kanto. So those aren't going to make it over until like we get the, I guess, Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow Virtual Console or Pokemon Bank. So a lot of Pokemon are out, surprisingly. I need to do like a full look into the Alolan Dex and all the Pokemon that are in it. And this is crazy. There's a special Pokeball for Ultra Beasts. And that's what it looks like. See, that looks like a Pokeball that's like the little wormhole that all the Ultra Beasts come out of. That's what that looks like. And then the Pokemon that bust through it and stuff, and like the electricity shattering and whatnot, that looks like what happens when they break through into this realm. But if this, it's a special Pokeball for Ultra Beasts. So, I mean, I guess the question is still, are these still Pokemon? Are Ultra Beasts counted as Pokemon? Because they need their own special Pokeball to be able to be captured, but how is the collection for them going to be? Like, is it going to kind of be like PokeRide? PokeRide are in their own separate device, and, like, they're still Pokemon technically, but they're for their own separate device. So I'm wondering if the storage, if the usage of these Pokemon are going to be different. However, there is that animation to where when you throw it out, it acts like a Pokemon, so that's pretty scary right there. HM moves are now TM moves, so yeah, that is what we have right there. And I think that's everything from the leak. So what it shows, like, with all these items, type null, each item is going to be separate, which we saw from the Japanese trailer. So that's a lot of item slots right there, and then a couple other ones. So a lot of miscellaneous stuff that just keeps kind of adding up into what we're getting with the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo. And I guess that's everything. Wow, I thought there was going to be a bit more because it felt like a big build-up. And, well, actually it wasn't a big build-up. It was like, oh yeah, by the way, here's all the items and moves that we know about, because all the other moves were replaced with Pound, and I guess that this is just a nice little thing to add on top of it. Also, I'm going to be doing a video later today. Like, I already recorded it. I'm kind of too lazy to, like, redo it and stuff, where I talk about, like, the 100 new moves in Pokemon Sun and Moon. I think that's still technically true. Also, this was throwing me off. I was like, wait, there's 621 moves in 6th Generation XY Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and my justification was like, alright, well, we're not getting 1,000 arrows, 1,000 waves in that game. We're getting it in the new game. So that's kind of like, alright, reroutes to around 100 new moves. So we knew roughly how many new moves there were going to be, and then this was like the confirmation, like we data mined it out, and that shows everything right there. The Z moves is interesting, so there's still a couple special ones. There is that thing with Junichi Masuda that people are pointing out, because yeah, I think that was kind of interesting that we got to see Junichi Masuda. He was in front of a, ooh, and there's more. Data mine news, another picture of the Ultra Beast ball in action. So when you capture a Pokemon with it, that looks kind of insane. It's all spacey and warpy and stuff, and I was going to look up. Yeah, we have this picture here from Junichi Masuda when he did his signing. So special artwork posted by Junichi Masuda at the Pokemon Center Skytree Town of Psyduck using a Z move. So is it using the Water Z move, or is Psyduck getting his own exclusive Z move? Now, Junichi Masuda's favorite Pokemon is Psyduck, so maybe this could be one of the 11 exclusive Z moves as well. And on that, we kind of went through this. Leech Life is weird. That being a TM, unless it's getting buffed, I don't see it really going too far. And only 3 of the new moves being introduced, and a lot of them are Z moves. So maybe the move diversity isn't as big as I thought in my video that I'm doing later today. So that's an interesting one right there. Yeah, that came out in the first data mine dump right there. How many new moves there were potentially going to be. Now it's just a bit more elaboration. It's actually weird how they didn't scrub this. I thought they got it all, but no, apparently this is still coming out. Then the new items, so 120 items. I don't know the current items, Pokemon items. I wasn't thinking about this one, but do we know how many items there are in Pokemon? Like, this is just held item. Yeah, there's kind of too many items to note. Also, some of these have been removed or not really used anymore. Like, I think the Black Flute was actually found in X and Y. Like, all the flutes from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire were seen in X and Y. But a lot of items that were just used in one generation specifically, their data is there, but they're not getting any usage and stuff. So that's something interesting about. Like, I think these Dire Hit 3s and, like, all these extra level ups for battle items don't really have much meaning. So yeah, the 920 items, those are just artifacts of the past, but also new items. I can't really find stats on how many items there are in Pokemon, so I don't know what that adds to, but apparently it's going to be a lot. Because when you think about it, that's on top of the Z crystals, that's on top of the, I think, 16 for type null, just straight up right there. And however many extras it's going to be. So type null is shown to have quite a bit. That's more about that, so there's the front view of the Ultra Beast Ball. And I think we are good to go right here. So, do you regret looking at the leaks? I think that's a big question right there for... Okay, question of the day. Do you regret looking at the leaks? I do not. And it seems like the community is about 3/4 for the leaks and then 1/4 against. I think that sounds about right. From all the people I've seen that are like trying to, you know, avoid the leaks as much as possible, and also some of the people that have like, I didn't want to be this disappointed, because some people are disappointed, unfortunately, by what they've seen from the leaks. I'm actually all for it. Like, I think this generation is looking to be great, even on top of the leaks and everything, and some people are like, I've betrayed myself, and I did all these other things, but I think we're good to go. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.